Today on JKR Builds, what we're going to do is, we've been driving around this Viper for the last couple of weeks and it's a little low on the AC coolant. So I just came back from a local shop, they sucked all the refrigerant out. So what we're going to do is we're going to vacuum down the AC assembly and get all the moisture out of it. And then we're going to go ahead and recharge it. Pretty simple to do, not bad. Oh yeah. Try and go through it with you real quick. Oh, let me see what we got here. We got our low side here, and then we have our high. Actually, I gotta grab my gauges real quick here. Okay, I went and grabbed my gauges there. I got those set up. Oh, let me see. This is your high side. Have your low side. Alright, your gauges here, you have a red, which is your high, the blue is the low. The red you never really want to turn on, you never really have to mess with that. So what we're going to do here is we'll hook up the red one. Which will be the outer on the Viper, the high side. Make sure you turn your knobs tight here so you get a nice tight fit. Same thing there. What we're going to do first is we're going to hook the fill line up to the vacuum. And we're going to go ahead and vacuum this out here. Let me grab my vacuum, get that set up here. We'll just go ahead and put her on this barrel. Handy dandy barrels outside of the old gas station here. This is just kind of a cheap vac that we ended up getting off from eBay. You know how much I like eBay. Gotta take the top off. This is your muffler. The fill line's gonna hook up on the low side here, or the smaller fitting I should say, just like that. Okay, I went ahead and got my extension cord. Have my vacuum pump plugged in, and what we're going to do now is leave your high closed. Make sure all these fittings are tight. You're going to open up the fill, which is your yellow, and then you're going to open up your low side here. Then you're going to turn on your vacuum. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and vacuum down the AC system for 20 to 30 minutes. And what we're looking for, what we're doing is we're sucking all the moisture out of the AC system. I really have been mentioning that. And we want to watch the low side of the blue gauge here. It reads a little bit above 30. What we want to do is we want to watch that needle and we want to get 30 below 0. And once that needle hits 30 below 0, then it should be good to go where we can shut the vacuum off. Then we'll wait about 15-20 minutes with the vacuum off. And if that needle does not move, that means that we don't have a leak. So for now, we're going to let that run for about 20 to 30 minutes. Then we'll come back and check on it. All right. I've been doing sucking out the AC system with the vacuum for about 30 minutes now. I went the extra 10 minutes. So what we need to do now is go ahead and close our fill valve there. Shut off our vac, and we are holding at 30 below, and that's where we want to stay. So now I'm going to let it sit for about 15 to 25 minutes. To make sure that low side needle doesn't move. If it doesn't move, we don't have a leak. If it does move, we have a slight small leak. So come back, check on that again. All right, we came back. We checked our gauges here, see where we're at. We let it sit for about 20 minutes, and the needles have not moved at all. So I'm gonna say that we're good to go ahead and fill the system up now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna shut our blue low valve. Shut that right off. Oh, gotta kind of disconnect our vacuum here. Put the caps back on. Now we have adapter here that will accept our cans here. What we are using is just SuperTech R134A. They're just from Walmart. They're about 10 bucks a can. And for most vehicles it takes 3.5 to 4 cans. So go ahead and do that. What we're going to do is we're going to put a can on here, and we're going to crack this fill line up here. That way we don't suck no air into the system. So as soon as you hear it, right now it's blowing the air out. Alright, now we got liquid. So you shut that off. Okay, what we're going to want to do now is we got our line bleed. We want to go ahead and start the vehicle up, and we want to turn the AC on max and the blower on max. So we'll go ahead and do that. Oh. Make sure it doesn't go over 250. We want to keep it at 250 or below because it's 80 degrees out today, and the hotter it gets, the higher that needle will go up. So when the red high needle reaches 250, that'll tell us we're pretty much full. All right, that should do it. We got a nice cold AC inside there. Our gauges are right about where we want to be, so we should be good. Make sure we have everything off here. Looks like it took about 3.5 cans, so should be good to go. Let's see here, we'll go ahead and crank these off. Boy, I got those on there good, didn't I? There we go. The high side usually pops off pretty good, so be prepared. Not bad. Make sure you put your cap on nice and snug. We'll grab that low side here. Make sure you put that cap on good and snug. And there you go, you have it. We took it down to the shop. We had all the old refrigerate sucked out, and then we drove it back. System was totally empty, so we put the vacuum on to vacuum out all the moisture out of the AC system. Then we waited about 15-20 minutes, make sure the needles didn't move, and they never did, so that we should not have a leak. Then we refilled it up with 3.5 cans, so we should be good to go. And that's how you do a 1995 Dodge Viper coolant change here for AC system. So again, thanks again for watching. We appreciate it, and until next time, we'll see you.